The golden halls of Asgard, usually echoing with the boisterous laughter of warriors and the clanging of Mjolnir, sometimes held a different, more subtle sound for Odin, the quiet, almost imperceptible mischief brewing in the eyes of his younger son, Loki. It was a sound that, to the Allfather, was often intertwined with a profound, unwavering affection, a love that existed alongside a persistent ache of concern. Today, we delve into one of Asgard's most poignant and complex father-son relationships, that between Odin, the Allfather, and Loki, the God of Mischief. Their dynamic is a profound exploration of paternal love, the weight of disappointment, and the eternal struggle for acceptance within the heart of a royal family. It's a paradox, Odin's unwavering love for Loki, yet his ultimate decision to cast him out. From the moment Loki was brought to Asgard, a small, vulnerable frost giant babe, Odin's decision to adopt him was not merely one of strategy, but of genuine, burgeoning love. He raised Loki alongside Thor, attempting to foster brotherhood, to impart lessons of duty and honor. Odin saw Loki's quick wit, his sharp intellect, his talent for satyr magic, not as flaws, but as unique gifts. While Thor embodied strength and directness, Loki was subtlety and cunning. And Odin, perhaps to a fault, nurtured both paths, hoping they would converge into a unified, prosperous future for Asgard. He observed Loki's early pranks, the illusions, the playful deceptions, often with a knowing smile. There was a certain charm to Loki's roguish nature, a spark that set him apart. Odin's love wasn't blind, but it was remarkably forgiving. He understood Loki's desire to prove himself, to stand out from the shadow of his elder brother. This understanding, this deep-seated affection, meant that Odin often gave Loki a longer leash, more chances than he might have afforded anyone else. He saw the potential for greatness in Loki, believing that perhaps with enough guidance and love, that mischievous spark could be harnessed for good. However, as Loki matured, his mischief began to curdle into something more sinister. The playful deceptions gave way to genuine betrayals. The desire for acceptance twisted into a hunger for power. The revelation of his true frost giant heritage, a truth Odin had withheld for centuries, became the catalyst. For Loki, this secret shattered his identity, fueled a burning resentment, and propelled him towards a desperate, often violent quest for the throne of Asgard, a throne he believed was rightfully his, or at least one he felt compelled to seize to prove his worth. And this, for Odin, was the agonizing turning point. We see the Allfather not just as a king ruling a realm, but as a father watching his son spiral. The decision to exile Loki, first to Earth after the events of Thor, and then imprison him after the devastation in New York, wasn't made lightly. It was a choice born of a heavy heart, of profound disappointment, and of a desperate, painful necessity. Odin's wisdom, tempered by a father's pain, told him that Loki's actions threatened not just the peace of Asgard, but the very fabric of the 9 realms. Imagine the weight of that choice, to banish your own son, whom you raised and loved as your flesh and blood, knowing it would cause him immense pain, and perhaps push him further down a destructive path. Yet for Odin, it was an act of both justice and a distorted form of love. He hoped that through this harsh lesson, through isolation and consequence, Loki might finally see the error of his ways, that he might find a different path, a path towards self-acceptance and redemption. He didn't just punish, he hoped to humble, to enlighten. He was trying to protect Loki from himself, as much as he was trying to protect Asgard from Loki. This paradox lies at the very heart of their story. Odin loved Loki profoundly, but his love was also burdened by his duties as king and the devastating consequences of Loki's actions. He provided Loki with opportunities, with a home, with a family, and with genuine affection. Yet when Loki's choices consistently led to chaos and destruction, Odin was forced to make the ultimate paternal sacrifice, to push away the very son he cherished, in the hopes that distance might bring clarity. In the end, Odin's final moments with his sons before fading into the ether reveal the enduring nature of his love. He sees Loki no longer a mischievous prince, but a god who has grappled with his identity and made choices, both good and bad. His last words to them are not of regret or admonition, but of unity. "My sons, I love you." It's a poignant closure to a relationship defined by both deep connection and profound estrangement. The story of Odin and Loki is a powerful reminder that love, even paternal love, can be tested by disappointment, by betrayal, and by the difficult choices one must make for the greater good. It speaks to the struggle for acceptance, not just from others, but within oneself, a struggle that Loki, for much of his life, grappled with, often in the shadow of his powerful, loving, yet ultimately boundary-setting father. What are your thoughts on Odin's choices? Do you believe his actions were justified, or did they contribute to Loki's path? Share your perspectives and insights in the comments below. And if this journey through Asgardian lore resonated with you, consider subscribing or following for more explorations into the rich tapestries of these beloved stories. Until next time, may your own journeys be filled with clarity and connection.